Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, I know. Look, I'm not gonna get into why I've had such a long hiatus. Honestly, it's really not that riveting. Just between school, a new job, and moving, things have been super hectic, but I finally have the chance to sit down and film for you guys again. Today we're gonna be going over some of the best horror movies, in my opinion, to watch on or around Halloween. No spoilers, of course, just recommendations. Some of these are new, some are nostalgic, some are absolutely not gonna make your list, but we all have different tastes and that's part of the fun. If you have any movies that you think should be on this list or that you think I missed, comment down below and let me know. And don't worry, I've also got a little bonus section at the end for people who maybe wanna keep it cozy and PG this year, so stick around. With that all being said, let's get into it. Starting off with our first movie, obviously it's gonna be the original Halloween. Okay, look, I know it's an obvious pick, but honestly, you can't make a Halloween horror list without Halloween. The movie's literally the holiday, the music's iconic, the atmosphere is perfect and timeless. Jamie Lee Curtis is the final girl for some people. I'm just kidding. She's fine in most versions. This franchise is an interesting case. It's like a choose your own Goosebumps adventure at this point. You can choose the classic timeline, you can choose the Thorn trilogy, you can choose the H2O timeline, and of course, you can choose the Blumhouse trilogy, but like, why would you do that to yourself? In any case, just maybe stick to the original 4 and H2O. It's probably best that way. Up next, we have the original Scream. This is not technically a Halloween movie, but they do watch Halloween at the end, so I guess it kind of counts. Not only that, we have like, you know, the friends dressing up in Halloween costumes, killing each other over horror movie trivia, so I mean, that seems pretty Halloweenish to me. This is a slasher that's perfect for any time of the year, and Halloween is no exception. I'll also throw in Scream 4 as well, because of course that's my favorite Scream sequel, so I'm a little bit biased, but it's definitely the best double feature in my opinion if you're not looking to sit through all 6 movies. Following that, we have Totally Killer. Think Back to the Future meets Happy Death Day with like a touch of Scream. It's fast, it's fun, it's bloody, and all the characters, especially Kiernan Shipka's character, are actually great in it. A very modern Halloween watch that still gives the throwback vibes. Next, we have Trick or Treat. This is a new one for me. I recently got the chance to check it out. This is anthology horror done right, while also keeping things interwoven through the movie. You've got creepy kids, werewolves, ghosts. It's like a bunch of Halloween folklore all wrapped into one. Sam, the little pumpkin-headed demon, also deserves a little bit of love. Definitely had potential to be a horror icon. I'm a little bit sad that this movie never had a sequel. If you haven't seen this one yet, this is a perfect addition to your Halloween list this year. Up next, we have VHS Halloween. This one's still pretty new here. VHS Halloween brings the franchise back to its gritty and grainy roots, but this year is specifically Halloween themed. This one has a ton to work with. You have old school Halloween figures presented in a scary way for once. You have this cheesy 80s horror wraparound. It was a choice. You have a barbarian ripoff, but it's not like a bad ripoff. It's pretty effective, pretty gross. There's even a weird backroom segment. Like, there's a lot of dark comedy in this one, but also a lot of gore too. There's also one segment that might just suck all the fun out of this one, which is kid print, but if you skip it, you may be better off. Either way, this is a solid addition to the VHS franchise, and it's perfect for Halloween. Following that up, we have The Conjuring, the original Conjuring. This isn't necessarily a Halloween movie per se, but it's a classic at this point. There's nothing better on Halloween than a classic haunted house film, and this is definitely one of the best ones that you can choose. Ed and Lorraine Warren are iconic. Just don't look them up. Speaking of the Warrens, up next we have Annabelle Comes Home. I love this one. This one surprised me when I first saw it in theaters, and I was surprised it didn't get more love compared to Annabelle Creation. Again, not necessarily a Halloween movie, but it's like a horror theme park. Each room has a different entity from the Warrens' cursed room, and it works as like a fun haunted house ride. You've got the ferryman, the bloody bride, the creepy coin game, the feely-mealy thing, whatever werewolf was outside. It's all just very Halloween friendly. No one dies. So it's just all around a good time if you want a spooky movie to watch with friends or even family. I feel like I'm saying this a lot. This next movie, Freaky, 2020. This is, once again, not necessarily a Halloween movie, but it still has all the spooky Halloween vibes. Body swap horror, but with Vince Vaughn as a teen girl serial killer. It works, and I mean, it shouldn't, like, at all. Quite a few of the jokes don't land, but the movie itself does. It's also surprisingly gory since it's rated R compared to Happy Death Day, which was PG-13, so it's definitely a perfect slasher for Halloween night. Up next, we have our first and only found footage movie on this list. This one feels just a little bit more real for that reason. It's often forgotten in the Halloween season. This is also found footage done super well because it feels so authentic. A group of friends visit the most extreme haunted houses in the country, and Obviously, you know, given that this is a horror movie, you can guess that they find what they're looking for. This movie's scares come more so from the actual haunted houses that they visit, but the spooky vibes and the haunted house atmosphere all really add to the movie, so I think it's worth giving a shot. Okay, up next, this one, I feel like I might lose some of y'all because this one is particularly gory, but we have Terrifier 2. The first Terrifier also takes place on Halloween, but this one's a little bit better at it. Art the Clown is way more brutal and jokey in this one. It's brutal, it's unhinged, and it goes pretty hard for a sequel. Maybe a little too much though, but in any case, the Halloween carnival setting at the end is perfect, along with the Halloween party and the holiday being the main theme of the film. Sienna is also such a standout final girl, and the kills are definitely not for the squeamish, such as the bedroom scene. If you know, you know. This movie is a lot, but that's why I love it. Okay, with this one we have up next, proceed with caution because it's probably the least fun out of all the movies on this list. The movie I'm talking about is Haunt. This one is a single location film, all inside a haunted house attraction. This is one of those movies where the setting is often scarier than the killers themselves. The killers are still spooky, but they take a bit of a back seat, maybe a bit too much for my liking. The movie also has some DV themes in it, so if that's uncomfortable for you, maybe skip this one. As a whole though, this movie is still scary and gets in all the Halloween vibes. If the more serious tone doesn't bother you, then definitely give it a chance. It's one of the more underrated Halloween horror films that deserves way more attention. All right, this is the last movie on my main list before I give the special bonus section, which has family-friendly films, but the final movie that I have on my main list here is Hellfest. This one is basically just like Haunt, but way more fun. It's basically if Six Flags Fright Fest had an actual serial killer running around all night. In this movie, a masked killer hides in plain sight at this Halloween theme park. The friend group in this movie is average and likable enough. The setting and Halloween atmosphere is amazing in this film. Set design was awesome. The effort that was put into making this theme park look like an actual Halloween attraction was extremely well done. Love the set design. I think it's got probably the best Halloween atmosphere out of all of these movies. Definitely the top 3. The kills in this movie are pretty simple, but also pretty brutal, and the movie doesn't take itself too seriously. So if Haunt seems a bit too heavy, definitely give Hellfest a shot. All right, I've thrown a lot at you: slashers, demons, haunted houses, clowns, but maybe you're not in the mood for all that gore this year, or maybe you're watching with a family this year. Whatever the case, don't worry, I've got you. Let's run through some Halloween movies that are fun and spooky, but 100% safe to watch without the lights on. First up, we have the Holy Grail, Hocus Pocus. The Sanderson sisters are Halloween. Don't even get me started on Sarah Jessica Parker. I can't. It's campy, it's quotable, it's perfect to watch while carving a pumpkin or even handing out candy and watching with family. Definitely a classic. Following that up, we have Fun Size. And if you don't remember this movie, I'm a little bit sad because this one was so much fun to watch whenever I was younger. This is a Nickelodeon Halloween movie that somewhat goes off the rails after a certain point, but in like the best way possible. It's kind of like Superbad, but PG-13 on Halloween, and Victoria Justice is there too for some reason. Peak 2010s chaos. It's dumb fun and we love to see it. Following that up, we have Halloween Town. This is my childhood right here. All of them, really. Up until they replaced Kimberly J. Brown with Sarah Paxton. Moment of silence for that childhood trauma. But no, for real, if you stick to the first 3 with Debbie Reynolds, the magic bus rides, the Halloween parties, and Calabar's slightly terrifying son, then I think you'll be fine. Also, don't sleep on the high school one either. It might be my favorite. Now this one, I haven't seen this one in years, but my friend told me that I would be silly to not include it on my list. I'm talking about Paranorman. This is a spooky but very touching movie from what I remember, with the zombies, the ghosts, and the surprisingly emotional themes about bullying and identity. The animation is also gorgeous in this movie. This Halloween movie is a great pick for all ages. Up next, we have the Goosebumps movies. I'm including the first and second one. In these movies, R.L. Stein's monsters come to life, literally. Jack Black is an interesting choice for R.L. Stein, but I'm not gonna knock it too much. The CGI is also pretty goofy, but mostly in the right ways. It's not too bad. I mean, this is for kids. It's not that bad. The CGI could be a lot worse. Not only that, these both genuinely feel like the Halloween holiday come to life, so I definitely recommend checking them out, and if you're gonna check them out, I highly recommend doing it as a double feature. And finally, we have a movie that made me feel pretty old whenever I decided to include it. It's R.L. Stein's The Haunting Hour, Don't Think About It. This one is an oldie. It came out in like 2007, I think, but it still kind of goes hard, I'm not gonna lie. Emily Osment serving Goth Girl after Lily Truscott in Hannah Montana. Girl. The Evil Thing, by the way, scared the hell out of me as a kid. I think I was like 7, so this movie always felt like the perfect Halloween treat for me when I was that age, but didn't want to be like fully traumatized yet at that point. Look, if you grew up watching this on Cartoon Network, you already know. All right, well, that about wraps up my list. Whether you're watching alone, with your friends, or your family, hopefully I helped inspire some Halloween picks for you. If I missed any of your favorite Halloween movies, drop it in the comments. I'm always looking for new favorites. If you liked this video, leave a like, subscribe, all the YouTubey stuff. I really appreciate you guys still sticking with me throughout this long hiatus. Those of you that have been subscribed since the beginning, you have no idea how much it means to me. Now that I've got things settled, I can finally go back to making content for you semi-regularly. My schedule's always been, it is what it is. I hope everyone has a great spooky season and a happy Halloween.